Neural networks, we need to talk about the neuron model. And neuron model, first of all, we need to know the inputs. The important thing after inputs, there are the values of the weights. So theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3, these are the weight values. So weights I already explained many methods how to determine the weights with the help of gradient descent, batch gradient process, or the other way we can determine the weights. And then we need to sum up all the values at this point. So by summing up, usually the summing up is somehow the same kind of operation. Here we will apply, after summing up, once we will get some kind of this hypothesis functions, we need to apply the somehow sigmoid functions or the 10 hypertenuous functions, the rectified linear unit functions, and this is basically telling us some kind of a non-linearity. And after non-linearity, we will get the expected output, that is the observed or after experimented. We will done this. So there are three important things. One are the input, another is the application of a function, and third one is the output. And weights are, of course, whatever we are considering the value, okay, any particular feature. For example, in case of house, we are considering the for x1 is representing the number of rooms in some house. So our weight will tell that how many rooms in some particular house. X2 is representing the window in the particular house. Then weight will tell us about the amount of number of the windows. Similarly, area of the this weight third will tell us about the area of the house, that how much area is there. Another important thing is about the biased value, that from where we are starting, the benchmark. This is somehow, you can say, x naught, and at this point is our weight parameter, this one. So it is also included. Usually the value of x naught is 1. So and weight, okay, initial weight is, you can say, can be considered according to this standard or benchmark unit. So we will applying some kind. In case of sigmoid function, after summing up all the things, we need to apply this formulae, and by calculating here, we will get some kind of a specific value. Let me explain how we will get some kind of a specific value. This value basically mimics the brain, or you can say follow the neural network. And for this, I would like to explain a little bit about the brain, how it mimics the brain. For example, with the help of our hands, fingers, with other sensory okay, observations, eyes, these we are getting some kind of an input, and these inputs are observed with the help of dendrites. In medical languages, we say so. These are the inputs, and after analyzing the cell body, that in similar here we are saying that here non-linearity, that is the sigmoid function. Instead of sigmoid function in our brain, there is a cell body, and cell body is providing some kind of output that in order to react against these inputs, and this is known as axons, and this is basically is getting output from the cell body depending upon the possible inputs. Okay, in this case, our sigmoid functions is providing some kind of output, okay, depending upon the inputs. Whenever our brain, if we are talking a little bit more, it's with the help of dendrites, somehow getting some information. For example, even we are sitting inside of a room, but from the slight light from the window, we can say outside sun is shining. So our reflections, our memory, our data is telling us that whenever there is a light out, then we can see some kind of brightness. So this is okay. Cell body analyze it, and with the help of in the computing vision system or in the electric systems, electric pulses or whatsoever, the automatic machines is getting some kind of electric pulses, and these electric pulses are analyzed depending upon the inputs and giving some kind of order to the axon. Okay, so the some kind of output that is kind of a decision, final decision. So electric pulses generate some kind of data, and this data is analyzing and calculating with some logic gates. Logic gates basically help out. Of course, logic gates are following some kind of electric okay systems, and as I said that our brains is getting some kind of inputs in form of dendrites, or these dendrites basically trigger the cell body in form of electric pulses, and these electric pulses are analyzed with the help of logic gates and providing some kind of an output. Thanks to National Institute of Aging, this is the image created to on that, and this okay, here you can consider that is somewhere we need to analyze the things more than one time. So this is some time known as hidden layer, and this hidden layer, okay, basically this is these are the activation functions, these are the inputs, and this is the outputs. As I already told you, we also need to consider some kind of biased value, okay, with respect to this one. So we also need to the weight of this, and here the weight of this is the okay. First for first activation function, we need to consider the weight parameter like this. So let me explain it a little bit further. But a hidden layer, okay, also at each hidden layer sigmoid function is applied, and again at the final point sigmoid function will be applied, and we will get our required output. For example, we are drinking water. At first place, okay, we are pouring the water inside of our mouth. We are analyzing its coldness or its hardness. Then it is further processed to okay, our lungs and to the other parts of our body stages. There are many hidden stages, okay, hidden layers. So till to the its urine process, the water is passing through many hidden layers. So see, in a similar case, neural network, we are getting some kind of an input till to the final output. There can be more than one hidden layer, or it might possible that outer point, okay, there are maybe single hidden layer, or maybe more than okay, single or layer 2, layer 3, okay, many hidden layers can also possible. So in this situation, if I explain the functions, then we can say that for these possible inputs, we can express a sigmoid function